Four finishes to Charlotte Flair versus Liv Morgan in the semifinals of the WWE Queen of the Ring. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Charlotte Flair and Liv Morgan are set to collide in one of the biggest matches of the 2026 WWE Queen of the Ring tournament. With a spot in the final on the line, both superstars have enormous momentum heading into the semifinal showdown. Charlotte has looked determined to reestablish herself as the face of WWE's women's division. Meanwhile, the Miracle Kid has continued to thrive with the Judgment Day firmly behind her. The current WWE landscape makes this match especially unpredictable. Roxanne Perez has become increasingly involved in Liv Morgan's business. Alexa Bliss has been Flair's ally for a long time now. Lastly, Raquel Rodriguez remains one of the most dominant forces in the women's division. With all those moving pieces, Triple H has several compelling directions he could take. That said, in this article, we look at four finishes that could happen when Charlotte Flair faces Liv Morgan in the Queen of the Ring semifinals. The cleanest outcome would see Charlotte Flair defeat Liv Morgan via submission. Charlotte has always been presented as one of the greatest technical wrestlers in WWE history. Hence, a victory through the figure eight would reinforce that reputation. Liv has become far more resilient over the years. However, Charlotte could target her legs throughout the match and gradually wear her down. Imagine a 20-minute battle where the Miracle Kid survives multiple near falls and counters several big moves. Just when it appears she might pull off the upset, the Queen traps her in the figure eight in the center of the ring. With nowhere to go and the pain becoming unbearable, the Women's World Champion would be forced to tap out. This finish would establish Charlotte Flair as a dominant tournament favorite heading into the final. Also, it would protect Liv Morgan to some extent because losing to Flair's signature submission is hardly a career-damaging defeat. Most importantly, a clean submission win would remind the WWE Universe that the Queen remains one of the most dangerous competitors in the company. Number 3. Roxanne Perez interferes and inadvertently costs Liv Morgan. While Roxanne Perez is firmly aligned with Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day, that doesn't mean her involvement will always guarantee success. In fact, her desire to help Liv could end up backfiring at the worst possible moment. Throughout recent weeks, Roxanne has gone out of her way to prove her loyalty to Liv. She has often inserted herself into situations to ensure the Judgment Day maintains its advantage. However, against a veteran like Charlotte Flair, even a small mistake can be costly. As the match reaches its closing stages, Charlotte and Liv could find themselves locked in a grueling battle with neither woman willing to give an inch. Sensing that Liv is in danger of losing momentum, Roxanne might jump onto the apron to distract the referee and create an opening for her Judgment Day ally. However, the plan could unravel quickly. While attempting to pass Liv an object or interfere behind the official's back, Roxanne accidentally distracts Morgan instead. Charlotte Flair notices the brief lapse in concentration and immediately capitalizes on it. The Queen could pull the Miracle Kid away from the ropes, target her leg, and lock in the figure eight. This finish could create tension between Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez in the Judgment Day. Alexa Bliss helps Flair win. If WWE wants to give Charlotte some backup, Alexa Bliss could play a crucial role in the semifinal. The finish could unfold with Roxanne Perez attempting another interference on Liv Morgan's behalf. However, this time Bliss appears and cuts her off before she can influence the match. Alexa Bliss and Roxanne brawl at the ringside, thus neutralizing the interference that Liv was counting on. With Roxanne removed from the equation, Charlotte finally gets a fair opportunity to finish the match. The Miracle Kid, distracted by the chaos outside, turns around and walks directly into a spear from the Queen. Charlotte follows it up with the figure eight, forcing Morgan to submit. Number 1. The Judgment Day helps Liv Morgan win the most chaotic, and perhaps most likely, finish could see the Judgment Day rally around Liv Morgan and help her steal a victory over Charlotte Flair. Charlotte appears to have the match won after locking in the figure eight. Roxanne Perez rushes to the ringside. However, before she can interfere, Alexa Bliss arrives to stop her. The two women begin fighting near the announcer's table, thus seemingly evening the odds. Then the numbers game takes over. Raquel Rodriguez storms down to the ringside and overpowers Alexa Bliss, taking her out of the equation. With Bliss neutralized, Roxanne is free to interfere on Liv's behalf. The prodigy distracts the referee while Raquel physically breaks Charlotte's submission hold. The queen argues with the official, unaware that Liv is hovering behind her, taking time to recover while Flair is distracted. As Charlotte turns around, Liv catches her with an oblivion out of nowhere to steal the victory. This finish would generate enormous heat because Charlotte would have a legitimate claim that she was robbed. It would also reinforce Liv's position as one of WWE's top heels. Also, it would showcase just how dangerous the Judgment Day becomes when the entire group works together,